She lived life the way she wanted to and made her dreams come true.
Hello, beautiful Sagittarius. I'm Trini, and welcome to your general tarot reading for Sagittarius Sun, Moon, and Rising for the month of July. We're going to take a look at everything overall energy. I'll lay a Celtic cross spread for you. We'll also look at love, money, and career, and then I'll close with a spirit animal card. And that's really great to know what energetic support is coming to you at this time. Now, before I start pulling cards, I love to play a healing tone to raise your vibration and make sure that you're open to receive all of the wonderful messages from universe, and to make sure that you're nice and relaxed as well before we start the reading. All right, so Sagittarius, go ahead and take a nice deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Release any tension that you feel in your body. Allow any fears, doubts, or worries to melt away. Know that this is your time. I see truth, I hear truth, I know truth, and I speak truth. So must it be on all dimensions. Ashe. Alright, Sagittarius, let's get into it and see what message Divine has for your overall energy for July. Communication is key. So there's something that needs to be said, and it hasn't been said yet. You may have been sort of choosing your words very carefully in a situation, like thinking very, very carefully about how you're being perceived or how someone is taking your words. You may have felt like somebody was sort of misunderstanding or misconstruing what you've said. But I feel like this situation is going to resolve itself. Okay, it is a phase that you've been through, and it was frustrating. It was not the ideal thing that you want to go through. It wasn't what you wanted to feel at the time. And I feel like it has distracted your attention and your awareness from something else. But Divine is saying that resolution will be brought to this situation, and say what you need to say. If there's something that you feel needs to be rectified or recognized by somebody, then it's okay to make that clear that you want that, okay? And that you can speak up for yourself. That's important right now as well, for you to have the courage. All right, for this Celtic cross spread, Divine said we're going to give you the cards at once. We're not going to waste time. Here it is. Okay. All right, so you've got for your current situation, 7 of Cups. So I see that there's something that you are making choices about. I feel like there's a conflict with a choice that you're making. There are options that are on the table, and I feel like this is an emotional connection because it's 7 of Cups. For some of you, it's how you spend your time. Who are you giving your time to? Who are you giving your energy to? You may have been feeling like there's someone that you want to spend more time with and get to know, and then other people that you want to sort of pull away from. For some of you, this is about you being with yourself and within your own energy and allowing yourself that time, but you feel like, oh, well, I'm being pulled in this direction, or I'm expected to do that. Now, you've also got the World. So this phase that you've been going through of feeling like out of balance, because I feel like the 7 of Cups is going into almost like a 2 of Pentacles, where it's, what do I do with what? I have this set amount of resources, but what am I giving my time to? What am I giving my energy to? That phase is coming to a close. with the world, you're going into another phase. You're entering the state of completion with where you've been. So it's almost like you're graduating. You're going to the next phase. This is good. And you may not have been giving yourself the credit that you deserve because of your progress. Like, you've made so much progress, but you haven't given yourself the time to just like honor your progress. So do that. Take some time to just treat yourself to something that feels good or that is really good for your well-being, something that's very good for your well-being, and do what feels right for you to do at this time to nurture yourself. Okay, now for your basis, you've got Page of Cups. So I feel like this is about you reconnecting with the energy of who you truly are. What I'm getting from this Page of Cups here is inner child energy. I'm getting that there's something that you're going back to that was very precious to you. There's something that you're exploring from your youth, and it feels like a return. And it is, essentially. You're returning to yourself, to your truth. And you're peeling away the layers of BS that you've gone through and that you've experienced, and the unfairness and the craziness that you've been through. And you're saying, no matter what, I deserve to nurture myself and to feel good. And you're nurturing the very deepest part of you, your inner child. You're healing your inner child. And that's giving you the passion that you need, the lightness that you need to move forward. Okay? For your past, you've got the Hermit. I see that you've been doing a lot of soul searching. You've been going through a lot of reflection in order to understand yourself on a deeper level. And Spirit is like, it's like a whole cheerleader section that's just cheering for you. And, or like a cheering squad. And they've all got pom-poms. And they're saying, you have done great. So it's really about you acknowledging that. Because there are even people around you that acknowledge how amazing you are. But you have to recognize that within yourself. And when you do that, you're going to feel so much lighter. For your present energy, you've got the Sun. So you have access. I'm seeing a big key in your hand where you have access to just open doors to your success and to your happiness. So that's what it's all about, is realizing that you deserve all of those things that you've been working towards, and not shying away from them, but saying, I deserve them. I deserve success. I deserve joy, and I deserve to be happy. Okay? So a really beautiful state. It's a beautiful state that you're in. So celebrate. Celebrate you. For your future, you've got Ace of Pentacles. So there's going to be an opportunity in your future. And I feel like this is something that is completely new. It's something that you haven't really explored recently, but somewhere within your past, it's like there's a connection. So there's a connection to a passion that you had during your childhood years that you're allowing to reawaken within you now. Or there's something that you did a long time ago that you thought wasn't a big deal. You didn't really, maybe you took it for granted a little bit. You may have not given yourself that due praise that you deserved, because you are so talented. And this new opportunity is tapping into something from long ago. I see from childhood. That's why that Page of Cups is there. So just understand that what you're doing right now is you're tapping into something that is so valuable. because those things that you loved when you were young, those things that you did, those experiences that you had, they were so valuable, and they were preparing you for now. Okay? And for the success that you're going to experience very soon. For your power, you have the Lovers. So this is about uniting with your own purpose, your own path. This is about you coming into a state where you are recognizing 110% your worth, your value, and your talents and your gifts. So it's a beautiful phase that you're like coming into, and it's bringing power to you at this time that you can use and tap into in order to put yourself out there. So when you're uniting with yourself, you're saying, I accept myself. So with self-acceptance comes the ability to put yourself out there and to try new things and to have bravery and courage that you need to do something different. So tap into your creative talent right now. And for some of you, this Lover's card is indicating like a very romantic attraction power, where you have the power to connect with lovers at this time very easily. So be aware of that, because that can be a double-edged sword, where you're attracting people who are either in alignment with your path or not in alignment with your path. Okay. For the people around you, you have Queen of Wands. So there's somebody who's like, I see this as like a business person. Like it's somebody who is all about their business. They're moving forward. They don't really care about who they offend. They might be very outspoken and brazen. And Divine is saying that that's a good energy for you to tap into right now. So if there's somebody around you that inspires you, let them inspire you. That's a good space to be in. Okay. For your hopes and fears, you have Three of Cups. So I feel like there's something that you have been fearing not being included in, or included in order to like make it happen. Like it could be, I feel like there are people around you who are coming together in some sort of way, and you are feeling like, what if I'm left out? This could be a family issue with siblings. This could be a situation with neighbors or with coworkers. But there is something that you're like, oh, I kind of feel like I'm on the outside. And Divine is saying that that's okay, because you're different. And you're different in the most beautiful way, because you are on a path of being who you are meant to be, who you came into this life to be. And so you're not always going to fit in with everybody. And if you are feeling at this time like that, it's okay. It's all right. Now for your outcome, this goes back to those of you who are in that romantic love energy, because you've got Two of Cups. So with this outcome, you've got like a union with someone, coming together. And we're going to take a look at love to explore that a little more, because I want to tap in and see what that is all about. Divine, give me a message, a love message for Sagittarius. Ashe. All right, you got extra effort and fear. So what I'm seeing automatically is that there's somebody who's moving in the vibe of, oh, this is who I want. I'm certain of this. Like, I'm moving forward. And then there's somebody who is sort of retreating because of fear. And fear, it will keep you from manifesting the things that you want the most. That's what it does. But if you rise above it, then it gives you exactly that, that it's like fear is that tap on the shoulder that, hey, I'm here. But if you move beyond me, you're going to achieve exactly what you want. So You can't force a person to move beyond that fear. If they're not ready to move beyond that fear, then you know what? It's better than being in a relationship with somebody that you constantly feel like you have to take them to the next level, or work extra hard to keep them around. I mean, you want to be with somebody that wants to be with you and who is willing to say that, because you deserve that. So yeah, with this situation, I would say tread lightly. If it's you that's giving the extra effort, be willing to pull back a little bit, because it feels like that fear is coming into play. And only they can decide to move beyond that fear. Like, ultimately, it has to be their decision to move beyond that fear. Okay? All right. I'm going to pull a card for money and career. Oh, okay. So you've got... Oh, I got to sneeze, y'all. Oh, excuse me. And just as I sneeze... I'm so sorry. I gotta relight my incense. It's just better that way, For me, it's a different vibe when I've got my incense going. So you've got, for money and career, you've got spirituality and recognition. So there's something that you've been doing within the spiritual... I don't want to say community, but like the spiritual world, right? Where you're going to receive recognition for it. For some of you, it's work that you've been doing with divination. Some of you work with oracle cards. Some of you work with tarot cards. For some of you, this is work that you're doing on yourself. But because you've been putting in that work and that effort, you're going to get recognition for it that translates into financial success. Okay? Patience is coming to me. Also, boredom. You might be feeling bored with something about your money and career. And Divine is just saying that it's a part of the process. Like, sometimes you have to push yourself past the boredom in order to get to the part where it's juicy again. So you might be feeling a little bit out of sorts, or a little bit like you're not in the place where you want to be in, not only financially, but with your savings and your financial knowledge and all of that. And Divine is saying, just take baby steps. It's okay. Just take baby steps. You're going to get exactly to the place that's right for you. Okay. Now you've got 5 of Cups. So there could be some disappointment that you've been facing with your money and career. But Divine is bringing me back to this spirituality card, where they're saying to bring spirituality back into your financial endeavors. Set up a money altar. Manifest what you want. Set your intention. Write out your intention. I will manifest, whatever amount of money or whatever position that you want in your career, or whatever level you want to get to within your creative endeavor, whatever goal you have. Write it out. And then burn it and release it. Let it go. And what I suggest is writing down like 3 steps that you're going to take this month to move in the direction that you want to financially. Okay? That's going to help you, because it's practical. Sometimes we get so fancy and we get so like advanced with what we're doing. It doesn't have to be. It can just be simple. It can just be about setting an intention. Okay, you got 2 cards for spirit animal. So the energies that are coming to you are the Phoenix, and that's perfect because that's representative of your fire energy, Sagittarius, and you are bouncing back from something that it has been so difficult. And Divine is saying that none of your effort has gone unnoticed. They've seen it all. And you're going to benefit and grow and learn from it all. You are the Phoenix. And you've also got the polar bear, so that's brave, resourceful, and enduring. You're being guided to ignite your spark for life and triumphantly move forward towards your heart desires. Exactly what you want is what you want to move forward with this month. Be very honest with yourself about your intentions and about what it is that you really want. Not about what everybody else told you that you're supposed to want, but what you really, truly, and honestly want. You possess the emotional and physical strength to navigate any landscape with grace and conviction. All right, Sagittarius, I hope that this reading was helpful to you. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I wish you peace, joy, and many blessings. Take care.